So come here. Yeah.
Talking about near protocol, how it started, the goals, the vision, and why we're talking about near protocol. So, near protocol also referred to as near, that's the NER, is a decentralized application platform designed to facilitate the open web of the future and power its economy. So the NET protocol, launched in 2020, stands as a third generation blockchain based on POS. Sure, you know what POS is. Recently 4,000 transaction processing while running much more efficient than POW chains. So for those that don't know what POS means is proof of stake. And we talked about it in the video, right? And we also talk about what proof of work is. You guys are crypto guys now. So understand what I'm talking about. And the envision web of the future for near as the vision web of the future for near as everything new currencies to new applications and even fully new industries. So you can see industries building on top near protocol. You can see financial organization or startup building on near protocol, and that is why we are trying to bring us all in all to what NEAR protocol is. And on the NEAR platform, developers can host serverless application and smart contract with ease, with easy access to open finance network and benefit from an entire ecosystem of open web components. Okay, so the next one, we talk about the characteristics that determine the inevitable success of the whole protocol. So some people will be like, okay, so how are we sure that it doesn't just crash in some few maybe years or months? So this is like the right answer to this question. So we say carbon near blockchain. Near protocol is certified carbon neutral, consuming significantly less energy compared to blockchain due to its use of proof of stake instead of proof of work, resulting in the carbon footprint of 174 tons of CO2 per year. So basically, this 174 tons of CO2, it is basically like it's like so this is what blockchain, the energy blockchain, Bitcoin rather uses. So the gas fee is actually very, very low, and this is the result of proof of stake instead of proof of work. And the human readable account, it has this kind of human readable account, fast and simple. So if you want to create an account in what's in there, you see you have a viewable address. So I see something like you can create your own domain. You can say it's house wallet dot me or dot near. So if the name hasn't been picking, you can pick that name you get. So it's not like Bitcoin or other Ethereum that you have to use this kind of address. Or just give you one random address, one long string, and then say you can use. But yeah, you can use like your own domain name for your address. So I will talk about that more when we are creating our account, because we'll create an account in the NET protocol. So we talk about the exclusive grant program. So NET provides project funding through its grant program, supporting over 100 projects with funding of about $4 to $5 million awarded. So in the first grant, got about $45 million. We didn't even started rather. And the program involves multiple evaluation stages, fostering community growth, attracting developers and contributing to Web3 development transparently. So this is example of what we are doing, onboarding new devs, maybe existing Web2 devs to Web3, and then utilizing what we have in blockchain technology. So there's also a concept called staking and earning. And NIR's decentralized ecosystem involves validators and delegators collaborating to ensure network security. So the validators produce blocks and ensure the network. Okay, the validators produce blocks and secure the network, while the delegators take tokens and contribute to the network advancement. You can see what both two parties are doing to contribute to the alignment of the community of here. Both parties are rewarded at the end of each effort. And we talk about data receipt. So when you run with C++, you are the one like basically looking after everything. You are the one freeing up memory. You are the one doing most of the work. But with all these rules, ownership rules, ownership and lifetime, it makes it easier for you to just focus on building and let Rust handle all this tedious aspect of concurrency. So we are talking about the next one, about Rust being very friendly. We talk about if you are running Rust code and you are compiled, you see that is a very good error message. So when you check your error message, you're able to understand and debug what happened, what line. And we use a package manager called Cargo in Rust. It's something similar to NPM. If you guys have used Node, okay, so Cargo is just like NPM. It's very good. It makes it fast. It's also helping compiling your Rust code. You have the Rust C, that's the Rust compiler, but you can also use our package manager, that's Cargo. And I think most of you done the assignment about installing Rust, right? Should have, because they're going to be using Rust to deploy. And for the next one is the key aspects in Rust programming. Talking about some what's happening? Okay, so about key concepts in Rust programming. So ownership and borrowing. So this is another concept in Rust, the big concept in Rust. It talks about ownership and borrowing. This is what makes it safe and fast. Understanding ownership is fundamental to Rust. It dictates how memory is managed and access, preventing memory-related errors. And borrowing allows temporary access to data owned by another part of the code, ensuring safety while providing flexibility. Actually, I would love all of you to check out Rust because it's a very good language. When you're talking about when you're writing backend with, because we use Rust for backend. So it's a system language, or you can use it for backend. Yeah, also you can use it for mobile development. It's like one of the core programming language is Android, but not for iOS right now. But you can use it to develop Android applications. Basically everything from embedded softwares to even Web 2 and Web 3 you can use Rust. So these principles of ownership and borrowing, type safety, treat and generate just makes it a good. Basically you don't just use Rust, sometimes I tell people you don't just maybe you're building something very small and then you're trying to do complex backend. So it's not needed. I tell people, just try to make it complex, use imagine I can make a scenario of someone building a website for just few users using microservice. Like why? Because it's not needed. So sometimes we are going to talk about when you use Rust. Okay, so next we are talking about blockchain decentralized. So this is a way of removing those small party, and I will talk more about that as we go on. So blockchain technology is a framework that uses many databases referred to as chain, connected by peer-to-peer nodes to store public transaction records or blockchain or blocks. This type of storage is commonly known as a digital ledger. Okay, so I have a video that will talk about that. Okay, so the digital signature of the owner authorized each transaction in this ledger, ensuring its authenticity and preventing any manipulation. What this is essentially saying is that there's a kind of token or a signature for each transaction in the blockchain. So this will make the blockchain unique and unable to duplicate. So basically, I think the way people understand data is by visual. So I don't want to do more of the talking, and I like some kind of illustration to make you understand what it is. So let me run a couple of lines that I have here. So this is an example. Okay, so they say to put this in another way, the digital ledger is essentially a network of multiple computers sharing a Google spreadsheet where transactional data are kept according to actual purchases. So what it means is that it is like a Google Sheet. We all have used Google Sheet before, so you're able to share the link to different people. This is like me using a Google Sheet. I can share the link to everyone, and then I can give you all guys free access. So you can only view this slide, but you can't change the value of the slide. That's how blockchain is. So I can share it with the video in this 21st century, and that what we're going to be talking about, and we are going to talk about why we are using it, because basically we are heard about a lot of blockchain technologies. There's Solidity, there's Solana, there's Polkadot, there's a lot. So why here? So I'm talking about that in a couple of slides. So basically, this is the table content for what I'm talking about today. Firstly, the speaker introduction. I feel okay. There was an online class, right? So maybe some of us were around, right? So basically, what I'm trying to do today is more like an overview of what I did or what I thought about in the online class. That was on Saturday. Okay, so I'm talking about the introduction to this program and what is our objective and what we're trying to pass across to you guys. And we're talking about blockchain, we're talking about Rust programming language and protocol, smart contracts, and also we're going to deploy our very smart contract in the business. So I feel you guys should be excited about that, right? Okay, so first of all, I'm talking about myself. Okay, so I am Emmanuel by name. I'm a blockchain developer, software developer, I'm a writer, and also an expert with Rust, TypeScript, and Solidity. Sorry, it's not, but just trying to pick out the languages I write mostly. So no, as a developer, we all like solving problems. That's what we are called to do. So, apart from that, I also love watching movies and reading books. So, these are my transformation for questions that you have about their protocol and actually here in general. So, firstly, welcome workshop objective. So, the theme of this workshop, though I didn't write it down, I was trying to get clarity on it, but it's fine. So the objective of this workshop is to bring more people into the near protocol blockchain, and we want to do something to do something very relevant in the blockchain. So even what I'm going to teach you is just something I'm going to build more on to build something bigger in the blockchain. And our agenda for this program is actually to build because I've given an assignment about this work, and although it's going to be about money again, so there's a prize for every assignment that's been given. So basically, what I want you to do is to, for those that are just Web 2, traditional Web 2 developers, trying to bring them into Web 3 and also understand everything about blockchain and Rust and basically most Web 2 developers are either a JavaScript or a TypeScript developer. So you also need to understand a few fundamentals in Rust. So that said, I'll be moving on to understanding of. So over the past few years, you have consistently advanced blockchain technology, yes, probably regarding cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum and the rest of that. In fact, you would have been asking yourself, what is it about? Yeah, and you can yeah, the overview of yeah. This is a website to learn more about yeah. And we also have this website that talks about the vision and the future for near protocol. So you can also make research about it. So for the next one, we're talking about the reduction of smart contracts, in medium blocks. So smart contracts are digital contracts stored stored on blockchain that are automatically executed. Okay, when determined terms and conditions are met. So smart contracts are typically used to automate the execution of an agreement so that all participants can be immediately certain of their outcome without any intermediaries involvement or time loss. It can also automate the workflow, trigger the next action when the predetermined actions are made. So basically, smart contracts are like contracts, just like with the word contract. What a contract means is like an agreement. Or once you pass a particular agreement, you are given a reward. Basically, the idea of what contract is what the smart contract is. But now, this is like a contract that is stored on the blockchain. And we talk about money being stored on the blockchain. This is like data and code that is stored on the blockchain, and you can see it without being able to change it. So there's not like to just come into your code and edit some things and get some data. That's what this smart contract is about. It's about deploying code into the blockchain and it being able to work on its own without interference. So once you meet the requirements for the contract and the actions are being made, like what we talked about, it triggers the next